Aloha everybody, welcome to Beach Walks with Rocks. Today is show number 168 and you can find us at beachwalks.tv. So, hi everybody. My secret cameraman is on the mainland for a couple of weeks, so we're going to have some solo shooting and some guest directors, which we did a couple of months ago and it worked out really cool. So I'm actually looking forward to it, though of course I miss him already. Anyway, I'm going to continue on this theme of, sorting through the challenges of making a change in your life, my life, whether that's a move or a career change or a relationship change or whatever. And the other night, Secret Cameraman had a dream that he said I could share with you all to give you a little bit of insight about him. And anyway, we're working on a new venture. And in the dream, he had this, all of these questions come up, well, why would this work out? And these people are going to be upset. And we can't do this because it's going to upset this apple cart. And so the dream was just this ongoing list of objections and problems and obstacles that were showing up. And in the dream, he was actually even able to answer most of those questions himself, but we were talking about it when he, the next morning. And, it struck me that, that I think that's the number 2 dreaming. And I think it's a useful piece of information to have in your back pocket that, we've been talking about this concept of the number 1 personality, the number 2 personality, and dreams are often a place where the number 2 tries to break into your consciousness. So I found in my life that sometimes the more that I really have things under control, when in my waking moments, and think I've got something sorted out and I know what it is I'm thinking and feeling, that the number 2 will then sneak in during the dream time and pose all kinds of problems and questions. And so for me, I tend to sometimes wake up from those dreams, and until I remember that could be the number 2, it kind of leaves me feeling with a nasty dream hangover state. But then I remember, that's probably my number 2. She's just flushing up all of her fears, her concerns. And in a way, that's one of the things the number 2 can be good at, as long as we can recognize that that's the number 2. Just like yesterday I was talking about playing out the worst case scenario as a mental exercise to figure out, well, gee, if that's the worst thing that could happen, I think I'm really able to handle that should it happen. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed with this thing that I'm curious about trying. So that's the scoop for today, is really thinking about, hi Lexi, come over here, have a sit, is thinking about dream time and allowing the dream space not to exhaust you or to have you waking up feeling anxious or thinking, gee, those are all things I need to worry about, but in fact to let those weigh in on your checklist of Lexi's got me quite distracted here. Anyway, to weigh in on your checklist of what's doable, what's not doable, what's worth the risk, what's not worth the risk. And those are all things that the number 1 aspect of our personality really is very good at deciding. Very, very good at deciding, and especially when given a chance. The big challenge for me in consciousness is having the number 1 be able to take charge and control my life or manage my life, rather than letting the number 2 send me chasing after things right, left, right, left, right, left. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us today. If you'd like to Skype us, you can Skype Lexi and me on the conch shell at Roxanne Darling, or you can call the conch shell at 949-544-1456. And Steve from Texas had a great idea for our approaching 200th show, that we might put together a DVD compilation of Beach Walks favorites. So why don't you drop me an email and let me know what your favorite shows are, in case we have the time to put something like that together. I think it's a neat idea. Anyway, you can email us at beachwalks@gmail.com. beachwalks.com. And remember, send in those pictures too so that we can include your photo like we did for Heidi a couple of shows ago. Anyway, aloha everybody. Ahui ho.